Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I have got an exclusive story, and it's only to me. I've looked everywhere in the last hour since this news got to me. I can't find anything on YouTube, on the internet, or in the newspapers. Alison Hammond has been told that she has definitely not got the co-presenter's job with Holly Willoughby, the 4-day-a-week job that she craved on this morning, and that everybody said she was going to get. It was in the papers, it was absolutely everywhere. I've been told 2 bits of info in the last hour. And as I say, I've gone on the internet, I've gone on YouTube, and I can't find anything to corroborate this. But I've got it from somebody that I trust. A friend of mine has a friend in London, who it turns out, and I didn't know this because I don't know my mate's friend in London. It's a lady, by the way. She's got a friend in London, another girl who works on the production staff at This Morning, and she's told her that Alison Hammond definitely hasn't got the gig, although she was the favourite for it. The newspaper was saying she'd got it, and Holly Willoughby said that's who she wanted to present it with because she's a great friend of hers. All the way Eamon Holmes said that is a load of bull. And I believe she hasn't got it, not so much because she came out in sympathy with Philip Schofield a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Not so much that she cried live on air because of Philip Schofield, but I believe it's down to the Bible reference. She mentioned the Bible, and when things get tough and when things need sorting, her mother always told her she should look to the Bible, and that's what she's been doing since Philip Schofield got in all this trouble. I believe they've had plenty of complaints from I don't know if it's the Christian sector or whatever it may be, but because the Bible's been referenced, and it's been referenced with homosexuality and whatever else, I believe that's put them on red alert, and they don't want to upset more people because the powers that be at ITV have just upset everybody throughout this last sort of 3 months with what's gone on and with their lack of, what can we say, they're saying lack of knowledge and we'd say lack of action because they've done nothing about anything. That's one of the things I've been told. The other thing I've been told is they're absolutely worried to death at the top. That's Ligo, McCall and Frizzell, that there will be another skeletons come out of the cupboard. They don't know that there is, but they're worried to death that there may be, because obviously they're saying they knew nothing about this first boy that he was with, and he's lied to them and he's kept it secret, and the boy has kept it secret. They're panicking like mad that somebody else may come out of the woodwork. The way they see things, they think they've rode the worst of things now. They think This Morning he's doing okay. People have now accepted Holly back, although they've all called initially, myself included. But she's done nigh on a couple of weeks there now, and things are going reasonably well, they think. But they're concerned that should anything else come out of the woodwork, that would finish the programme at 100%. So they're trying to do the damnedest to be seen to tick all boxes and do everything correctly. So the news is, they're worried about somebody else coming out of the woodwork. They don't think the show will survive it. I'd probably concur with that. But the big news is that Alison Hammond definitely hasn't got the 4-day-a-week presenting gig with Willoughby. That's what I've been told. But as I say, it's come from a mate of a mate. But the mate it's come from, I really trust him. He's a decent guy. I've known him for many a year. And he says his friend in London, the lady has been a friend of his for a long time. She lives in London now. She doesn't work on This Morning herself. It's a friend of hers that's told her this. But from what I gather, I believe it. I think we'll know more on Friday, because on Friday they'll no doubt announce who's sitting in with Holly Willoughby next week for 4 days. And I would imagine if it's Dermot O'Leary again, then I would imagine that really is curtains for Hammond, like I've heard. Because I have heard the other girl, is it Josie? I believe she's going to be doing something in the jungle, or that's what she's signing up for. So it makes the horses in the race, it narrows the field down considerably. So I think if old Dermot's with Holly next week, I think he's probably the one that they're going to pick. But it doesn't look like, from what I've been told, it's going to be Alison Hammond. So you've got it first. Nobody else knows that. I hope it's correct. I hope I don't end up with egg on my face next week. I'd hate to see Alison Hammond sat there with her next week after what I'm telling you now. But I'm giving you in good faith. That's what I've heard.